Many of us unconsciously defend our limitation with words and thoughts that we don't even believe deep down. And this silent belief becomes walls that block our growth, abundance, and self-worth. Hey love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining again, and thanks for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate so much. For my whole subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to support me. And for my newer subscribers, if you just joining my video or watch my video for the first time, thank you so much and thanks for clicking it. If this video impacted you and it's something that you love and want to know more about, I have a lot of video about personal development, inner work, and mindset shift. Go watch other of my videos. I have a lot, let me not say thousands, but a lot of video concerning and relatable to this topic. And today's topic is stop arguing with your limits. Stop arguing with your limits. And the focus of today's topic is mindset shift and manifestation. So now we'll be diving into the topic and deeping into today's topic. Stop arguing on your limits. Stop arguing with your limit for your limits. There are limitations. We all have our limitations. We all have something that limits us, but it's high time to stop arguing. You might not understand, but by the end of this video, you're going to get everything that I'm going to talk about. And don't miss this video. Watch this video to the end. Sometimes we defend our limitation without even realizing it. That just, for example, that's just who I am, that's who I am, that's how I behave, that's my habits, that's my character. This has been like this for decades. It can never change. That does not exist. This can never happen. Things like this. These are limitations. Things change as times grow. Things change. Car was never in existence. It's one person. It's somebody that created it. The chair that you sit down right now, it was never in existence before, but somebody created it, and like somebody just thought about it and feel as if we have trees. If we have trees, we can use trees to make chairs. And I know during the whole time, our chairs are not like in this modern way right now, but somebody thought about it and created it and bring it into existence. But someone might also be there at that particular time and think in their head that it can never exist, it can never happen, it's never possible, it has never been done in my generation, it has never been done in my time. But someone saw that thing and see opportunity. Someone saw the tree and see that something better can come out from this tree. So sometimes we limit ourselves from our success, we limit ourselves from our breakthrough or abundance or self-worth. Why? Because it has never been done in your society. It has never been done in where you are. You've never heard about it before. Everything was started by one person. Something that you're doing right now, you're not the one that started it. Someone started that thing. So don't ever think because you've not heard about this thing before or it has never been done before, it's never going to happen. It's not in existence. It does not happen like this. Table shift, things happen and things change. So stop limiting yourself to shrink yourself in where you are right now, and stop defending your limits. Become a shade that blocks transformation. And in this live stream right now, I'll be exploring the hidden ways we fight our limit and how to finally stop. It's time to speak from your power, not your fear. You are more than your past. So when we speak from our power, it's when we see all this limitation around us. When we speak from fear, excuse me, I think I said something wrong. I didn't mean our power, I meant fear. When you speak from fear is when you start seeing limitation in front of you. You're trying to do something, you're trying to start a business, you're trying to look for a job, but you're seeing different kind of limitation around you that it can never happen. Maybe people around you telling you it's never possible. This business that does not work in this place. You can never find this thing. It's never possible. Why? Because you're speaking from fear. You're speaking from the mind of fear, and you're speaking from past experiences. You're not speaking from opportunity. You're not making yourself to see the opportunity right here. You're not making to see yourself that it's possible from you. So you doing this, you're defending your limitation. You're defending your limitation that it has never happened before. I've not heard someone do something like this, so I don't think it's possible. And why do we cling to our limits? Why do we hold tight our limits so much that it's difficult to let go. It's difficult to change from that person. And God so kind that this thought or this word is something that we can switch, it's something that we can flip. This belief or this identity that we've held before is something that we can easily flip and change. But why is it so difficult for us to let go? And it's easy for us to always hold tight to it. This is who I have been, this is who I have been since childhood, this is how I talk, this is how my character is, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I do, things like this. People are used to say this is my identity, this is who I am, I can never change, I can never do this, I can never believe this kind of belief. But don't always believe that it's easy for you to change if it determines you changing to be a better person of yourself, if it determines you changing to be a better version of yourself and to get to that place that you're growing so that your growth can happen. Because by you clinging to your limit, defending your limitation, deep down you know that you're limiting yourself, that this thing that you see right now, it's not possible. But deep down inside of you, you're thinking that it's possible because you've never done it before, you've never seen someone done it before, and you're thinking it's not possible, you're limiting yourself, and you spilling it out with word, it's you defending your limitation. And because of this, you're creating a block, you're creating a wall to block your abundance, your growth, and your self-worth. Now, why do we cling and hold tight to it without letting it go? Is one, I'll be giving you theory of it, and one of it is limit can feel like protection. If I say I can't, I won't have to risk failing. For example, someone introduced me to a business, or I've decided to start my whole business. But because of the circumstances or things around this business, I decided I'm not going to try it, I'm not going to give it a shot, I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to start my business. Or in a working place, I don't even know the best example to give, but this example related to anything in your life. Let me give a shot in this business, or let me give a shot in this job, or whatever it is. But because of your limitation, the limitation that you are putting yourself, you're convincing yourself into, you start telling yourself, no, it's never going to work, let me don't even bother to try, I don't even need to try, I don't need to prove anything, I don't even need to do the business or even go for that job. Why? Because while you're doing this, you're defending your limitation, it's because that you don't want to fail. What if the business does not work hard? I'm going to be disappointed, and I don't want to fall into this risk. And don't always forget that you risking something is what is going to get you something. Life is not just a platter of gold. I know that you have to work in easy, the feminine energy to get things that you want. Yes, there are times that you include the masculine energy, but life does not just happen that way. The universe always pushes us to the place that things will happen for. But when you're not ready to take that risk, when you're not ready to take that try, when you're not ready to go for that thing that you want, why? Because deep down inside of you, you're scared. You are afraid. What if I failed? What if it does not work out? What if they rejected me in that place that I'm going to look for a job? You're so scared of taking that risk, and you're scared of the risk of failing. But what if you took that risk and you fail, but you learned a lesson, you learned something there to put into the next business that you're going to try? And also, what if you started this business and it works out? Who will be the winner? You, of course, will also be the winner. But what if it does not also work out? You will also learn something to take to the next business. At least you try, without trying to stay in the comfort because you're scared of failing or risking yourself or risking something into that place. And the next one is familiar pattern. Familiar pattern feels safer than the unknown, even if they are uncomfortable. Now, familiar pattern is you don't want to go try new thing. It's so difficult for you to go try new thing. You'll be working for this place for years, but this place is not really favorable anymore. It's not helping you or giving you what you really want in your life. The future you is crying for you to go hard from this place to go look for something better. Yes, you'll be doing this business, but this business is not working anymore. You'll be in this relationship, the relationship is not working anymore. But you still here, trying to stay here. Why? Because it's familiar. It's something that is very familiar. Even if this place is no longer uncomfortable, it's kind of strange for you to go hard from this place, to go into the world, to try something else, to ask for something else, and to look for something else, because it's familiar, and our body and our mind is used to the familiarity. It's just like you stay in a hot room. The room is very hot, but you're still in that place, and you're telling yourself, now the room is warm, but this room is very hot. It's very hot. You have to walk out and go get some air and some breeze. But you're convincing yourself in this place and telling yourself, no, the room is warm. The room is warm. You're uncomfortable in this place, but you refuse to move out to go search for something better. You refuse to move out to go get something better. Why? Because you're comfortable and you're so scared of you're uncomfortable right now, but you're so scared to go search for something more better than this. And the last one is many limiting beliefs were inherited from family, culture, school, or earlier experiences. Many limiting beliefs that you're defending right now, they're not true. But they are something that you've embodied. They are something that is stuck inside of you. You use them as word unconsciously, that when you use them, you're not even aware of. When you use them, you're not even aware of. Let me say something like, let me say this. There's a particular food in my country that people love it. When I was growing up, my mom loves it. Everyone around me loves it. I used to eat it. Yes, when I was growing up, I intentionally stop eating the food. Why? Because I said that the food has a specific smell in my nose that I don't like. Now, I've been saying this for years and I stopped eating it. I've been saying this unconsciously. It has already stuck in my head unconsciously. Sometimes when I say this thing, I'm not even aware that I'm saying it, that I don't like this. Not that I'm allergic to the food, not that the food is not good or healthy. It's just because I continue saying it to myself that I don't like it, I don't like it. Sometimes I pop it out without even realizing that it's not that this thing is this bad. People eat this food. I used to eat this food before. I stop it just for some certain reasons. So I'll consciously say it without even realizing. There are some attitude or behavior that I behave right now that it's unconscious. I don't even realize when I do it. I only remind myself when I'm done doing it. I feel like, whew, I just did something like this. I did something like this which I'm not supposed to because I'm trying to stop. These are attitude that I know that I can change. These are behavior that I know that I can change. I can't remain the same all day, all month long, or all year long, and continue convincing myself, telling myself this is how I am, this is who I am. There are some attitude and there are some behaviors that we are inherited from your culture, from your parents, from relationship, from school. Imagine in school, people used to mock you. People used to say that you're dull, you're not intelligent. These are beliefs that are not true. You grow up with this belief and keep telling yourself, yes, it's true, I'm dull, I'm not intelligent. Even at home, my parents used to tell me, and it's true. Even now, I'm an adult, still the same thing. I can't just get something right. I can't just do a little, maybe exercise, or whatever it is, maybe in notebook, I can't read clearly, whatever it is, I can't just do something right. Why? Because you've stuck this belief in your head. Imagine you growing up in your high school, kids used to laugh at you that you're not beautiful, you're the ugliest one in the family, whatever it is. You keep this belief in your head and you grew with it, and you keep believing and thinking it that it's true. You're not beautiful, you are fat, you're slim. Why? These are inherited beliefs. These are not true, but you believe it as word. You take it as word, and you take it as maybe thought in your head, and this is creating word that blocks your growth, word that blocks your abundance, words that even makes you neglect yourself, don't listen to yourself, don't appreciate yourself. Why? Because of this belief that you keep having in your head. An example of these words are, no one in my family has ever done something like this, no one in my family is ever successful, no one in my family has ever built a beautiful home, no one in my family has ever driven a car, no one in my family has ever traveled from our home country, we are always poor. Things like that. These are different examples. Now, I used to believe in my home, my mom says that money does not grow from tree, money are hard to come by. These are different examples, and this belief stuck in your head right now. You grind and burn hard, stress yourself over things. Why? Because you have this belief that money don't grow for tree, money is hard to grow by. Maybe you live in the Western world, you think the Western world is not easy, there's not opportunity here for me, everywhere is blocked. Things like this. When you keep having this belief, absorbing this belief, they are on in your head, and when they are in your head, they go subconsciously, and when they go subconsciously, they react into your 3D world when you're not even aware. They manifest when you're not even aware. Another example is I don't have confidence. They say right from when I was little, I don't have confidence. These are just words that we say to you. These are not true. These are just words that you believe. And God's so kind that we are humans, we are able to change our identity, we are able to change our belief, we are able to work on ourselves to become a better person. If, for example, I'm an introvert, but sometimes I try to be extrovert. I'm an introvert, I don't love to go out a lot, I don't love to communicate or talk to people a lot, but sometimes I try to open myself, release myself, and like share out my body, share out my issues, like to see, talk to people, go out to people to have fun. For example, I used to have this thought and this belief, I don't go out, I'm an introvert, I can never change, this is my identity, this is who I am. Like year to year, years to years, month to month, I refuse to change. But this is life. Every day I'm working forwards to be a better person. But the most important thing is that you being aware of it, you cashing this belief that you have that is not helping you. First of all, being aware of the belief. And don't defend it, because sometimes the problem with us is that we know how to defend our belief. But when you have this belief and you know deep down of you, ask yourself, who gave me this belief? Where did I inherit this belief from? Where did I got this belief from? If, for example, I said I'm not the confident type, where did I get this belief from that I'm not a confident type? Ask myself, or ask yourself, did I get it from my family member? Did I get it from my friends? Did I get it from school that I was so scared or talk to people in school or talk to my teacher or answer questions in school? Or was this told by my mom? Things like this. Ask yourself, where did I get it? Because when you can realize where you get this belief from, this is where you know that this is not my belief and this is not true and I can change it. And how do we unknowingly keep ourselves small? You keep ourselves small, we limit ourselves for doing something bigger, for doing something that is going to take us to the next level, something that is going to make us grow. We unknowingly, unconsciously keep ourselves small and shrink ourselves in that box, but we don't even know and we don't realize. With our attitude, with our words, with our behavior, we don't know why, because of the thought and the belief in our head. But how do we do this? It's one, repeating stories that justify staying stuck. Repeating stories that justify staying stuck. Now, for example, I've said this thousands of times. I've done a business before. I did the business for 2 years. Now, the business did not work out. I gave up on the business and I left the business. Now, should I stop trying? Should I stop wanting to do other business because the business did not work out? Now, if, for example, I want to limit and keep myself small, I will stop trying or do something or trying or looking for something to try or start another business. Why? That business did not work out, so I'm so scared to try something else. But I don't want to remain there. I don't want to stay in that old business that did not work out. I have to go out and try for something else. But by you remaining in that past that the business did not work out, I did the business for 2 years, repeating it in your head, it did not work out, so nothing's going to work out, no business is going to work out, I'm not going to try something else again. It's frustrating. It's not going to make you grow. It's going to make you remain small. Yes, that is the past. Yes, because things happened in the past, life happened, struggles happen, some things that we invested a lot of time and money on did not work out, but it gave us a lesson. It made us understand something that we can use to do the new one that we want to do. Yes, it's not everything that is going to work out. It's better for you to do the thing, make the mistake, and learn lessons to add to the next one. For example, I got married before, it did not work out. Does that makes me want to stop and try, to stop trying? No, it's not going to make me stop trying. I'm going to try again because I know I'm going to see the perfect or the better one. I started a business, it did not work out. Would that make me stop? No, I will still try and go for other ones until I find the better one and the perfect one that is going to work for me. The other one is avoiding opportunities in the name of being realistic. No, it's not realistic. It's too good to be true. What is yours is not going to stress you. Downplaying dreams or pretending not to want more. You don't want more. I just want something small. I just want a small apartment. I don't want to stress my life on things of this world. I want to stress my life on things of this world because I want a lot of money that's going to make me live a comfortable life, that I'm not going to stress myself. Because if I'm living a comfortable life and I have a lot of money that's not making me to stress myself, that's where I can be able to help other people. That's when I can be able to give to people without thinking twice about it. So stop downplaying your dream because you don't want more or ask for more. That is just you kind of deceiving yourself. And how do you shift this story? How do we shift this story of thought, limiting ourselves, defending our limit? We know our limitation, but we're trying to defend it. How do we do this? Is one, pause and notice. What is the excuses I keep using? Pause and notice what's the excuse. For example, you're supposed to go to the company and drop your CV, or you're supposed to email them and drop your CV, or you're supposed to email somebody for a business idea. You're supposed to, watch the tutorial. You're supposed to go for the course, but you keep procrastinating and you keep giving excuses. I'm not ready. I don't want to go. Let me wait again. I don't feel like. Let me just relax. I don't want to do it. Things like this, but it's very important, and this is going to make you shift, and this is going to expand your rubber band, but you keep giving excuses that are not reasonable. And the next one is question it. Is it even true? Is it still serving me? Now, those who believe that you've not be confident, you're not the confident type, you've not been beautiful, you've not be confident, is lead you. Ask yourself, is this still serving me right now? Because right now I need that confidence. I need to build my confidence. I need to be the better version of myself. Is this serving me right now? Because then you might be a little girl or young girl that still live with your parents, that maybe your parents will always speak of you, but now you're out of home, you're home, you need to build that confidence. You need to build yourself up to be a better version of yourself. Is this I'm not a confident type going to serve you right now, or is this serving you right now? And the third one is speak from possibility. What if my higher self say instead? Now I'm not worthy. Something like this have not happened in my family before. I've not seen something like this happen or exist before. I don't think it's possible. Now ask yourself, is this my higher self speaking? Is this my soul speaking? Because your soul can never say something like that to you. Your soul will always motivate you. Your soul will always give you the good advice. Your soul will always tell you that you are worthy of it. Your soul will always tell you that it's for you, it's your birthright, you are made for it. So ask yourself this question, is this my soul talking to me or my mind? And we're going to be wrapping up this video. I'm so sorry that I'm talking so fast, but my time is running so fast also, and I'm trying to round up the video before I end this video. But before wrapping up this video, old thought. I don't know how to start. This is an old thought. How old thought comes in. You want to start a business, but suddenly you get frustrated and you ask yourself, how do I even start? I don't know how to start. I don't know where to start from. A new story, you flipping the new story as you're becoming a new person, changing the identity, changing those limitations is, I am learning how to begin. I am figuring it out. I am learning how to begin, and I am figuring it out. And you don't have to wait to figure it out before you begin. You start, and as you continue, as you're going through the journey, you're trying to figure it out step by step, day by day. Because at first, when you're waiting to get perfect, it's not going to work. You're not going to start. You're going to sabotage it. But when you start, even when you're not perfect, even when you don't have all the ideas in the world, even when you don't even know if the road is going to go straight, even when you don't know if it's going to go hard, you're going to figure it out step by step, and you're going to figure out things that you're going to put together, things that you're going to put in place for you to get better. There's nothing like perfection. There's nothing like perfect. I don't know how people think things have to be perfect, but for me, I understand that there's nothing like perfection. It's just that you get better day by day. Like you get better. I'm a makeup artist. I understand that. I look at my job and I understand, I know that I'm getting better day by day. Like I'm not the same person that I used to be last year. I know I'm improving on my job day by day. So you're getting better day by day, but not perfect. And as we wrap up this video with affirmation, the first affirmation is, say this to yourself in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or whenever this belief comes in, or whenever this limitation comes in. Say this to yourself: my past does not define my future. The past of this is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I love, this is what I hate. Your past does not define this future or this present that you are right now. And the second one is, I no longer speak from fear, I speak from faith. I'm going to start that business, When you're speaking from fear, you're going to say, I don't think it's going to work out, I don't know if it's going to work out, I don't know how this is going to be possible. But stop right today and start speaking with faith that yes, I know it's going to work out. The universe is going to guide me through, or God is going to guide me through. Whatever you believe on is going to guide me through. First, things are going to work out for my good. Everything is going to work out for my good. Doors of opportunities are going to open for me, and ways for me to go through this business is going to work. It's going to happen. And the third one is, every time I release a limit, I make space for my growth. Every time you release those limitations, those defense, you're opening a space for growth. Because when you see stalking or holding tight, clinging to those limitations, you're closing the doors, you're creating a block, you're creating a wall to block way to path for growth to come in. But whenever you release this limitation, you're opening that space for growth to come in. So love, thanks for staying to the end of this video, and thanks for watching this video to the end. I appreciate and I love you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you wish to, and leave me a comment if you want to. I'll see you tomorrow on my next video. Peace.